Okay,
Your team held TCU to 35% shooting, these guys to, I guess, 30.8. What in particular are they doing well defensively?
well, they got 97 on Maine because they controlled the tempo. They really pushed it. We didn't let them get runouts other than the first three-pointer Nick took first possession. They got a layup. I thought other than that, our transition defense was good. We didn't take a lot of bad shots to turn the ball over, which, you take quick bad shots, you give them runouts and get easy shots. You turn the ball over, you usually have a hard time getting back. We did a great job of that. We got the ball inside a lot, which kind of keeps teams from running. And then for the most part of it, first 12 minutes, I think they had 8 offensive rebounds. After that, even though it turned out they got 19, for about the last 8 minutes of the first half, first 6 minutes, 7 minutes of the second half, we didn't give them second shots. So that also was a way to keep field goal percentage down. Excuse me.
Was your defense the biggest difference between your matchup with Rhode Island this year and last year?
No. Personnel.
What was?
Our bench got 42 points. I mean, we were struggling, and then I put in Ben Moore and Sterling. We're up 3 and we're up 13, just like that. Their energy, kind of got us going. But we're deep. I don't think our bench scored 42 points total all last year. I'd be curious about that. But we're much deeper. Now we got ahead. We played a lot of people out of position last year. Nick Moore, is much, it's much easier for him to run a team, and then it takes pressure off Ryan and Nick Russell. But we got some guys that can defend. I thought we defended on the ball much better than we did against TCU. You guys come sit down. Come on.
Coach, can you just expand on the depth of this team, how different it is coaching this time, like 11 deep?
I'm a little nervous. I think we're more than 11 deep. I'm a little nervous because I find myself struggling to figure out who to play. And, I don't think, when you get down the guts of this season against, all the better teams, you can play 12 or 13 guys. And unfortunately, everybody wants to play, and I think our guys deserve to play, but that's going to be the biggest challenge. Now tonight, our first group got a big lead, and then we could play everybody, and that's the most fun.
You talked about Cannon being the only big that played like a big after the game against TCU. You talked a little bit about Ben and Marcus played tonight.
Well, Cannon didn't play a lot. He got a little foul trouble, but he's been great. He was our best big man against TCU. I may be partial, but I think Ben's going to be special. He doesn't even know how good he is. He can run the break. Marcus, he's not playing like he's capable of playing. He's a better post player than he is. I think right now he's worrying about his offense instead of doing the other things. But he was so good against Tech and so good against Colorado, and quality teams. Colorado's quality team. Marcus just dominated that. But he'll be fine right now. I think he's focusing too much on whether he scores the ball, but he helps us in so many ways.
How much do you emphasize deflections in practice?
The
Deflections?
I don't do it a lot. I just want to keep people in front of us, and not have to, rely on help all the time. But we're athletic. I mean, everybody on our team, I think, is athletic. But I was looking at that picture here. They have pictures. Sean is jumping like crazy. So, but we're long, athletic. Nick was so much better on the ball today. Their guards. They had one kid average 17 and a half a game for the season, and their little point guard killed us last year. We kept them in front. I thought we did a great job on those two guys, and that was the key because they can score. They got 97 against Maine. Shot 30 free throws in a half. And I was a little nervous.
Nick, can you talk about the way you played today?
It really wasn't me. It was my teammates making it easy. Yannick being big, everybody running the floor, and just doing what we do best.
Do teams automatically assume that you're more of a driving slash guy and not respect your jump shot?
I say so because I'm a little guard, so they think I'm quick and I'm just gonna get to the basket.
He's gotten better. It's not, we haven't taken advantage of the way the rules are gonna be in terms of spreading it out and letting guys dribble drive. Right now, we're just working hard on execution, and, he's got it. It's a challenge for him, trying to figure out what we want to do on a missed shot, what we want to do on a make. He hadn't played in, almost 2 years?
Yeah, but
So,
year and a half.
I think it's going to get better and better.
How tough was it sitting out like that, itching to play?
I mean, I wanted to be out there with my teammates because I'm battling in practice every day, but it also gave me an eye-opener of what to expect from Coach Brown and what he wants me to do and how he wants me to lead the team. So, I mean, it gave me a year to just sit back and just observe, about the game.
Sean, is it almost like being on a different team this year with all the different personnel?
Yeah, I think so. I think this year we got a great collection of guys that can do a lot of different things. Last year we probably had 5 guys who played the whole game, but with Nick, Marcus, Yannick, and the freshmen, and Crandall, they make it a lot easier for everybody else.
And how has your role changed, do you think, this season? I know it's early, but the way you've been playing.
Right now, I think me and Nick Russell are the seniors, fifth-year seniors, and just trying to show the guys how to do things the right way.
He played last year. He had to play a lot of 3, but we really played great when he played 4. I played Uche a lot. When Jalen would get in foul trouble, he was so much more comfortable there. Now he's also getting open shots. Last year he could go 12, 14 minutes without touching the ball, and all of a sudden every time he has to shoot it, it's life and death. But he's been so consistent in practice.
I feel like Sean got a big role on our team because, at first he talks with me, but then when it starts going on, Sean's the type of guy that just leads by example. So you see him going hard, doing what Coach says, and then that allows me to follow him, and then everybody else just step in line. So Sean got a big part on our team.
Rhode Island goes 2 for 15 on 3-pointers. How much of that was maybe a poor shooting night from them, and how much of it was your defensive effort? Or what was your focus of your perimeter defense for that?
Our focus was getting back because they like to push it up in transition. So basically getting back in transition, but I feel like like Coach said, that we kept everybody in front of us and just made it tough for them. And at first it was hard on the boards, but we turned that around too.
One thing, and we're not, Tim was talking about this today, they spread you out. Everybody's spreading you out now and running a lot of ball screens with 4 out. But our bigs, it's like when I was in Detroit, you know, people run a ball screen. You got Rasheed Wallace, Ben Wallace, Antonio McDyess, Tayshawn. They're long. Our big guys, he's not long, but he's smart, you know, and he sees things happening way before they're going to happen. But the other guys, you know, they're long, they can move their feet, and it helps. It helps the guards, knowing that, you know, they can be out on ball screens, give them a chance to recover, and that. And then when you don't get beat on dribble penetration, you're not closing out all night on three-point shooters. That being said, they're a better shooting team than they shot tonight. The last two, they made 2 threes in the last 2 minutes, I think. Other than that, we had a shutout.
Get time for a couple more, anybody?
Well, thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.